All right, yo, what is up, YouTube? This is your boy Crazy from Mari, and we are reacting to rappers who fell off 2022. So, you know what I'm saying? We just finna check out who fell off, and yeah, if you feel like it didn't fall off, leave a comment below, and we gonna debate if they fell off or not. So, you know, I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. Let's get it. This is me on the flip side. Back to the video. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
It takes a lot of work to make it in the rap game, and most artists put out music for years before it pops off. But the work doesn't stop after you blow up. If you think one album can keep you hot forever, you'll end up falling off like the artist we're talking about today.
Still go hard,
Here are some of the biggest rappers in the industry who fumbled the bag and fell off.
See, nah,
Lil Tecca blew up out of nowhere back in 2019 with the massive hit.
Tecca really fell off for real. Is he talked about a lot? But if he drops, it's gonna be a banger. Cause when he dropped, what was a song called? Show Me Up. Show Me Up is still hard. I play that whenever I'm in the room chilling. So I can argue Lil Tecca really didn't fall off. So we gonna see what else, bro.
He had been dropping music for a couple of years, but Ransom racked up over 1 billion plays on Spotify and immediately put him on the map.
I don't think he fell off though.
A couple months later, Tecca dropped his debut mixtape, We Love You Tecca,
that was hard.
which hit number 4 on the Billboard 200. He reached the top of the industry in no time, but his waves didn't last long. Tecca dropped a few singles through 2020, then his debut album in September. Critics hated the record, and it only had around half of the first week's sales that We Love You Tecca racked up. Tecca wasn't happy with the project either, and he told GQ, "I hate that whole shit." Last year, he came back with the sequel to his debut mixtape, but it didn't live up to the hype he built in 2019. He's still getting millions of streams on his new music, so it's not like he fell off completely. But his career isn't hitting the same highs it did in 2019. Even though his career isn't popping off like it was a few years ago, it seems like Tecca is fine with staying out of the spotlight. After he blew up, he hopped on IG Live and told his fans,
"You're happier than your favorite rapper right now. You watching this live, he turned up, he with the bitches, he with the money, you happier than him. That money that he got,
that is true.
Don't make him happy."
Last year, Tecca told GQ, "I'm in my own world, because at the end of the day, anything can happen to anyone tomorrow. And if the last thing you thought of is how good your Instagram is doing, or how good your numbers on a platform."
Harvey is aware of complaints about his treatment of women.
Do you want to expand on that?
She said,
"Former doing, what did you really value in life? I just want to make sure I'm happy for the right reasons, and not for a number." Tecca might not be a superstar like fans thought he would be, but luckily, it looks like he's happy with where he's at in the industry. Chief Keef is a drill OG and changed the game when he was just a teenager with the track Don't Like. Don't Like wasn't the first Chicago drill track to come out, but it blew up, put the entire movement on the map. Before Chief Keef, nobody was paying attention to drill outside of the city, but Don't Like inspired an entire new wave of artists who copied Keef's style. Keef became one of the hottest rappers in the world overnight, but the spotlight didn't last for long. He signed a massive deal with Interscope for $6 million, but Keef couldn't stay out of trouble with the cops. In 2013, he spent 2 months in juvie for violating probation, and then he got arrested 2 more times back to back for smoking weed in public and speeding. Besides the legal issues, Keef's new music wasn't hitting like his old stuff. His mixtapes, Bang Part 2 and Almighty Sosa, got hated on by critics and fans. And Keef said it was all because of drugs. He said, "My last 2 mixtapes were mistakes. I was on promethazine, all drugged out. I was tweaking.
That's good.
I don't sip the lean no more though." But getting off the lean didn't save his career. Sosa has dropped over 40 projects over the years, but nothing hit like his early music. In 2020, he reached number 19 on the Billboard Hot 100, but he was just a featured artist on Lil Uzi Vert's track, Bean, Kobe.
Bro, I hate that for Chief Keef,
Back in June, Keef announced he's starting a new label called 43B, or Forget Everybody. He says he wants to pass on my knowledge of the industry to artists who are shifting the culture so they can make it to the top. It seems like Keef might be taking a step back from his own career to help out new artists. This might be the best move possible, because even if his new music isn't popping off, Sosa is still one of the most respected dudes in the game. And if he puts his name behind someone new, people will definitely pay attention. Cordae blew up after he linked up with the YBN
Hold on,
bro.
Hold on.
Back in 2018.
Do y'all think YBN Cordae? Well, sorry. Do y'all think Cordae fell off? Y'all gotta let me know that for sure. Cause I remember when Cordae first came out, they were saying that he was the best member in YBN. But personally, I thought it was Almighty J. Cause like Almighty J, still to this day, he go so hard. Like Almighty J is fiery, bro. Like fire. Like before you type in the comments, bro, like just give his music a chance. I would recommend you listen to Bring Out the Hoochies. Let's see. Shout to my dentist. What else? He has a lot of hits, bro. Just check them out, but check out those 2 songs though, for real. Like not Corday. Almighty J is hard.
Then he released his debut album in 2019 and picked up 2
But
Grammy
Corday's
nominations.
still fire though.
Fans thought he was going to be the face of the new generation. But now, just a couple of years later, he's fallen
They
off
quick to
and
say
the game
anybody
left
fell
behind.
off.
Getting Grammy nominated on your first
Let me
album
tell
is
you
huge,
how I
but
come
Corday didn't
to
follow
shit
up
like
and keep the momentum
Kung
going.
Fu.
He dropped a
I
few
forgot
tracks
the
in
lyrics,
the
bro.
EP through 2020 and
That's
2021,
crazy.
but nothing became hits. When he finally dropped his second album back in January, Corday got clowned online for the weak numbers. Corday had some of the biggest rappers in the game featured on the album, like Lil Durk, Lil Wayne, and Eminem. But even with all the help, he still only sold around 20K in the first
y'all
week.
Y'all be thinking everybody's supposed to
Corday
sell
did
a
TED
million
Talk
copies
and said,
first week.
I had huge expectations for this album, but when it finally released and it wasn't received as well as I hoped, I completely broke down. But even if his solo career fell off, Corday is trying to level up and become a label boss. He started high-level productions and has 100% control over it, and he wants to help new artists make it in the game without getting taken advantage
That's a good
of.
move.
Corday and the rest of the YBN crew had a lot of issues with labels and shady management, and he wants to help rappers avoid getting into that kind of situation.
Now, I wouldn't
Falling
be
off isn't
surprised
usually
if
a good
Namir's
thing,
in here.
but if Corday
'Cause he
builds up a
definitely fell
solid
off.
label and puts other artists on the map, he could have an even bigger impact on the rap game than if he was just working on his own career.
Oh yeah,
Game was one of the biggest rappers in the 2000s.
That man
He had
fell
2
off hard.
albums debut at number 1 on the Billboard 200, got a couple Grammy nominations,
Yeah,
and
man.
was linked up with 50 Cent. But staying at the top isn't easy, and over the years, Game slowly fell off. In July, he hit a new low when his latest album flopped and became the worst-selling project of his career. People
how many
clown
sales
Game
they
like
got.
crazy for falling off, but he says the weak sales don't bother him. He told No Jumper, I choose to be real and to be authentic with my fans and
That's
my
what's up,
family
that's what's up.
over financial status. That shit don't ever with me because you gotta understand where it's coming from. You got somebody that's at the bottom of their grandparents' house in the comments saying you fell off. Like,
Nah,
who the f
but
are you to be able to hate on my music,
that
hate on
is
me
true.
or my career?
Somebody who lives in their grandma's basement is so quick to get on social media and just talk ish. Like, bro, what do you do for a living besides on Twitter 24/7? Like, come on now. Like, be real now.
Game says he doesn't care about the attention, but also got trolled for trying to beef with Eminem. The Game put out a 10-minute long diss track at M and didn't even get a response. A battle rapper named Pat Stay even called him out about it and said, I gotta say, as a fan, it's been hard to watch you desperately begging for Eminem's
Dang.
attention, trying to battle him. Back in the day,
The Game don't want
was
somewhere
popping off
Eminem.
like
That's
crazy.
all I'm saying.
But now, he's so desperate for
That man was
attention
tripping
and
making that
recently
diss
went
track.
viral after paying a woman to eat out of a trash can in the mall, inspired some Balenciagas.
I remember seeing this on Instagram, on Academics page.
Anything?
Yes.
So you gotta dig in the trash can. First thing you find food-wise, you just gotta eat. Okay.
I'm not watching that. That shit, that is disgusting. Oh my god.
Let's go.
Yo.
Ready? Wait. I can't. So you don't want the hills, you take those.
Okay, I'll take these.
What type of
That's a long fall from getting Grammy nominations and dominating the charts.
anything for clout?
Game isn't
Anything
the
for
only
clout.
dude from G-Unit who fell off after becoming a superstar. 50 Cent put out some of the highest-selling albums and singles of all time, but now it seems like nobody's paying attention. To track just how bad he fell off, all you have to do is look at 50's numbers. He dropped Get Rich or Die
50
Trying.
Cent has his own show, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's Power. I ain't really watched Power because Power came out when I was a little boy. I'm only 18. So it came out when I was a little kid. So my mom really wouldn't let me watch it. So I just really never got the hang of, really watching it or whatever. I got an Instagram notification. Hold on. Okay, that was my brother. Speaking of brother, y'all need to go and, well, y'all don't need to, but I would advise y'all to go ahead and get on this TikTok. He's an upcoming musician. I just make YouTube videos. So, yeah, you feel what I'm saying? But 50 Cent he a businessman. He got his own show. He ain't worried about music now.
Back in 2003, and immediately became one of the biggest stars in the world. The record sold 872,000 copies in the first week, and it ended up with over 9 million sales in the US. 50's follow-up album sold even more copies in the first week and ended up moving 6 million units. But by the time his third album came out in 2007,
Get Rich or Die Trying is like my favorite. It's like my
it only sold 1.4 million copies, and fans were getting tired of the sound.
It's in my top 5.
50 was still making plenty of money with his business deals, but the music wasn't hitting like it used to. He dropped the album Before I Self-Destruct in 2009 and didn't even hit a million sales, and only got worse from there. 50 took a few years off to focus on other projects, and when he came back with the record Animal Ambition in 2014, it was clear that his music career was dead. The album only sold 124K total and got dragged by critics and people online.
Awesome. That's cool.
50's still getting acting roles and working on business projects. But his rap career was done a long time ago. He hasn't dropped a mixtape or album since 2015. He's only put out 6 singles in the last 5 years.
That's a W.
50 had a massive impact on the rap game back in the 2000s, but the music fell off at a crazy pace, and now he might as well be retired.
Another one.
Go and take a perk and they not cost some millions. Rich. She gon' do what I say cause she know that I'm the one. She gon' do what I say cause she wanna have my son. She a boozy bitch.
Nah, they gave me a 15 one. That is
I'm
crazy.
Mr. Wall with that tech. I'm Mr. Wall with that 9. You cannot hang with the gang. We just gon' leave you behind. She know I'm the one. I got a boozy bitch. I feel like I'm that.
Oh, well, that was the end of the video, y'all. Okay, that was the end of the video. So, saved to recent playlist, whatever. So that was the end of the YouTube, y'all. Well, into video. So I appreciate y'all for staying and watching. You know, subscribe, like to the channel, comment down below what the next reaction is, and yeah, and I'm out.